So I tested 7 VPNs back to back on the same torrent client, same files, same day. Most of them cut my speeds in half. One of them barely touched them. And the difference isn't what most people think it is. Real quick, links in the description if you just want to skip ahead. But all right, here's the thing. I went in assuming the most expensive option would win, right? I mean, you get what you pay for. But it didn't. The VPN that held 97% of my base download speed on a dedicated P2P server wasn't the one everyone defaults to. And when I ran the leak test on top of that, two of the most popular names on this list failed completely. So let me show you exactly what I found. Now, of course, I started with the baseline 210 megabytes per second download, no VPN, same 10 gigabyte torrent file across all 7 tests. The goal was simple. Which VPN gets closest to that number while keeping your IP invisible to your ISP and the swarm? Well, first thing I noticed, most VPNs don't have dedicated P2P servers. They just let you torrent on any server and, well, hope for the best. And that's a problem. When you're pulling from hundreds of, peers simultaneously, a general purpose server gets congested fast. Speeds drop to 80, 60, even 40 Mbps on the 3 of the 7 I tested. Now, that's not a VPN for torrenting. That's a VPN that tolerates torrenting. NordVPN was different. It routes P2P traffic automatically to servers optimized for that load. On a server 150 miles out, I held 204 Mbps. That's a 3% loss. For context, the next closest was 21% down. The gap is not small, but speed is only half the test. So here's where it gets more important. I ran DNS leak tests and WebRTC leak tests on every VPN while actively torrenting. 2 of them, both well-known names, leaked my real IP into the torrent swarm. That means every peer in that swarm could see my actual location. Your ISP can see it. Copyright monitor firms can see it. VPN was running, the connection looked fine, and it was still leaking. That's the scenario most people don't check for until it's too late. Now, back to NordVPN, it passed both tests clean. WireGuard, protocol, kill switch active, no leaks on either test. NordWhisper also held up on a throttled connection I tested it on, which matters if your ISP is already watching your traffic patterns. But now, here's the part most reviews skip. Surfshark also passed the leak test. Speeds were down 21% compared to NordVPN, but it's unlimited devices and significantly cheaper on a long plan. If you're running a household with multiple people torrenting across different machines, that math changes everything. One connection, every device covered. So here's the verdict. If you're torrenting regularly and speed matters, which it does, NordVPN is the answer. 204 Mbps on P2P servers, clean leak test, kill switch that actually works. It's not the cheapest option, but it's the only one I tested that treated P2P as a first-class use case instead of an afterthought. So if you're on a budget or covering multiple devices, this is where Surfshark comes in. Surfshark is the on a second pick. Just know you're trading about 40 Mbps to get there. Now, both links are in the description below. For NordVPN, get 74% off plus 3 free months. Again, links in the description, or you can just scan that little QR code on screen. If Surfshark fits your situation better, use the link for 60% off and 3 free months. Same place, same QR code. The 2 VPNs that leaked my IP are still sitting at the top of the most best VPN list right now. Now you know why that matters.